That's right, boys and girls, back again. Even though we didn't really go anywhere, we were just behind the scenes, tweaking a few numbers and all that kind of good stuff. But we're back once again for day 2 of our Africa Cup of Nations as we look at groups C and D in the 6 group tournament. So let's waste no more time, hopefully, and get this bad boy up. And as you can tell, that was not the live intro that we needed. You know, it's just technical snafus. But anyway, if you are watching over here on the Twitch and you've not been here before, smash the follow, push me up to the 50 followers as we try to meet that next echelon. And if you are watching later on the old re-upload over on YouTube, make sure you smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe, keep you bang up to date with all things Africa Cup of Nations, world football, and of course, the beloved Blackburn Rovers, boys and girls. We are going to be taking a look at Matchday 1, Part 2 in the old 2019 Africa Cup of Nations. And we're going to take a look at those nations right here, right now. So let's take a look at those nations that occupy Group C. So first and foremost, it is not goodbye. It is Algeria. They qualified through Group D as winners, and they secured their date on the 18th of November, 2018. I know it says 19, but 18. They've been there 18 times in all the competitions in Africa Cup of Nations. Their last was 2017. Their best was a winner. They won it back in 1990. Now they are currently ranked at 70-1. Oh, not sorry, 71. They are currently ranked 70 in the world in FIFA rankings, and they have got odds on 12-1 to win them all. Win the flipping lot, boys and girls. Joining them, it is Kenya. Now, I've got a little bit of soft spot for Kenya. I was out there for a good month or two back in the day. They actually qualified as Group F runners-up. They secured their date on the 20th of November, 2018. 6th appearance in the tournament. Their last was all the way back in 2004. Their best ever performance was a group stage finish. So basically, just getting here is good enough for them. Currently ranked 108 in the world with odds of 100-1. Alongside them, we have Senegal. That's right, probably one of the favourites for the tournament as a whole. I'll answer that question in just a minute, Purple Hazer. So, yeah, they came out as winners of Group A, and they secured their date on 16th of the 10th, which is 16th of October, 2018. Their 50th appearance in all Africa Cup of Nations. Their last was 2017. They've yet to win it. Could this be the year? They were runners-up in 2002. FIFA rankings currently of 23rd in the world with odds of 6-1, flipping to win the whole sting. And wrapping up this group, there's another nation, Tanzania, who came out on top, as runners-up in Group L. How many groups do they have in their qualifying campaign? Group L runners-up, they secured their date on the 24th of March, 2019. Only the second ever appearance in the finals. The last was back in 1980. How many of you guys were born then, eh? None, I suspect. And the best ever performance was a group finish. FIFA odds of 131 in the world, 250-1 to win the whole stinking lot. Yeah, I was out in Kenya for military commitments back in the day, for a good 6 weeks or so, 2 months, out in, where was it? Nanyuki, a place called Nanyuki. Anyhow, that's enough about me. So here's a quick overview of Group C and what it looks like as a whole. Obviously, this is the table as it is. Squeaky clean. Everyone's got a 100% record. Everyone's unbeaten, and they could still all make it. As for the matches themselves, they are here listed. 23rd of June is the kickoff of Group C matches. And they're going to start with Senegal against Tanzania, Algeria and Kenya on the same day. And then we will follow on into the month of July. These kickoff times are Central European times, so, you know, depending on wherever you're watching this bad boy in the world, add or subtract a couple of hours, depending on that. So let's take a look at those opening games in Group C. Heavyweight Senegal up against Tanzania. If you are watching, stand by with your predictions and get them in a minute, or you can get them in now, so they're nice there and early. So these two nations have only played each other twice over the years, and Senegal have yet to lose against Tanzania, picking up a victory, and they drew once. And the bookmakers currently have Senegal 3-10 to win this bad boy, with Tanzania 12-1 long shots. So red hot favourite Senegal to win this one. Don't know if you got any predictions over in the chat. If you do, now's a good time to throw them in. If you're waiting on me, I will tell you mine in just a second. Purple Haze is coming in nice and early, nice and sharp, with a 1-0 win for Senegal. That's probably a safe bet. I'm going to give you mine, hopefully, if it pops up now. I'm going with a 3-0 victory. And we did talk about this yesterday, you know, because my producer, Nathan, out in New Zealand, he's saying there's not many goals in the Africa Cup of Nations. So I'm going big. I'm going contrary to that rule. So we do have other predictions coming on in there. Senegal and Senegal 1, Tanzania 1. So bucking the trend there, Eternal Love, the real fans going with a draw, where San Sebastian's going with a 2-0 victory for Senegal. So they're in there. So that's a good spread of the board. A lot of us going with victories for Senegal. Purple Haze are playing it close to the money, and I'm going extreme with the 3 goals. And Eternal Love for the real fans is going for the victory himself here. He's going with a 1-1 draw to try and upset the odds and predict, because there's always a couple of banana skins and a couple of shocks and surprises at the starts of these tournaments, and this could be one of them. Joining them in this same group is Algeria up against Kenya. Now, Algeria, one of the powerhouses in Africa. I think we spoke about this in the first African Cup of Nations video yesterday. I'd see about 8 different nations that could go all out and win it. There's 2 of them in this group right here. Senegal and Algeria could go all out and win this stinking thing as a whole. Purple Haze was going 10-12. There are so many nations that have got a chance. Now the bookmakers, the record between these 2 sides is very even, surprisingly. Algeria winning 3 of them, Kenya winning 3 of them, and they've drawn 1 between them. Now Kenya's record in international football is quite worrisome. When I was in Kenya, I could see the love. They love the sport of football and all that and kind of stuff. They also have a little bit of a fondness for cricket, but football is definitely up there with their top sports with the common man on the street. So I don't know why they suck at it, to be honest with you. I think they could do much better than they do. But that's the same with a lot of Central African nations. They do tend to struggle. So a couple of predictions coming in. In fact, there's a clean sweep of them. I'll just give you the bookmakers' odds here. They have Algeria 9-4 favourites to win this. I'm going with the bookers have got 15-1 for Kenya. The draw is 3-1. So Kenya, heavy long shot. So let's just have a look at those predictions. Eternal Love for the real fans is going with a 3-1 victory for Kenya. San Sebastian's going also 4 goals as well with 2-2, a 2-2 draw. Purple Haze is going with a 1-1 draw. I don't see Kenya beating Algeria on this one, I don't think. I'm going with a 2-0 victory for Algeria, playing a little bit easy. As much as I love Kenya, I don't see them getting past these 2 powerhouses of Senegal and Algeria. I think these 2 should run away with it. The game against Kenya, however, they're just like the Copa America. 3rd place teams can still qualify. So the Tanzania-Kenya game is the vital one for those 2 nations. If they win that, depending on their goal difference and all that kind of stuff, they could squeeze through to the knockout phases. But anyway, again, if you are watching on the re-upload over on YouTube, there is still time to get your predictions in. I did see some predictions for yesterday's stream on the YouTube, so we'll have those. For the next when we review Matchday 1 in a couple of days' time. So Ivory Coast are in this bad boy, and they are one of the big bad boy favourites for this tournament. They came as runners-up in Group H through their qualifying campaign, secured their date on the 18th of November 2018. 23rd appearance in all Africa Cup of Nations. Their last was 2017. They've won it twice. They're currently ranked in FIFA, the world footballing ranks of 66 in the world, 10-1 to win the whole stinking lot. Another powerhouse in this nation, Morocco. They came through as Group B winners, secured their date 1 day earlier than Ivory Coast, and that was 17th of November. 17 appearances in the tournament. The last was 2017. They won it back in 1976. Currently ranked 45th in the world. And they're actually a little bit less odds on them winning them, 12-1 to win the whole stinking lot. And here we go. It's why we're all here, boys. It's why we're all here. It's Namibia. Ryan Nyembe, the only Blackburn Rovers player in this tournament. So he's got my love and my respect right here. Namibia suck. But I'm going to be rooting for Namibia all the flipping way. I might not predict them because I've got to go with my head, not my heart. But I'm going to be rooting on Ryan Nyembe in Nyambe, should I say, for Namibia. They got there through runners-up as Group K, secured their date on the 23rd of March. 3rd appearance in the tournament. Their last was all the way to 2008. Best ever performance was a group finish. Currently ranked 113 in the world, 250-1 to win the whole flipping lot. And concluding it, wow, there we go. South Africa, yes. What's their slogan they go with? Banana bamba bamba or something? I don't know what it is. I'm going to shut up before I get myself in trouble. So Group E, runners up. They secured their date on the 24th of March 2019. 10th appearance in the tournament as a whole. Last was 2015. They won it in 1996. Currently ranked in the world 73rd with 33-1 to win the whole thing. Yes. The executive VIP Purple Haze is noticed 3 really good nations here could go out and win the whole flipping lot. So any one of these bad boys could go all out and win it. So let's take a look at those nations, or the games, the opening games for Groups D. This is Group D, not the last one was Group C. I know the graphic did say that. And again, the squeaky clean table, Bafana, there we go. So down the bottom there, this is the squeaky clean table. Morocco, Ivory Coast, South Africa and Namibia all have a clean slate, so they can all qualify. Remember, top 2 definitely go through. Third place up for grabs, depending on what goes on elsewhere. So the opening games for this group take place on the 23rd of June and the 24th of June. Morocco against Namibia open up the campaign in this group. Ivory Coast up against South Africa will shortly follow. And then again, the games come in thick and fast over in Group D. Again, if you're watching on the Twitch sphere or later on the YouTube, you can predict for these bad boys. Get your predictions in now. But before you jump into it, here's some numbers for you, some stats. So Morocco against Namibia, they played each other 5 times. Namibia yet to taste the victory against Morocco. 4 wins for Morocco, 1 draw. The bookmakers heavily favour Morocco 2-5 to win the whole stinking lot, or this game anyway. Namibia 9-1, long shots. What you got for me in the comments in the chat? We got Purple Hazer with a 2-1 victory for Morocco. A total of fans going with his head here. He doesn't know what he's doing. But he's going with a 2-0 victory for Morocco. If there's anyone else standing by with any predictions, I'm going to flick over. Maybe, just maybe, but I'm going to jump in. And I'll give you mine, which is a 1-0, just a squeaky 1-0 win because I'm thinking the defense is going to be airtight with Ryan Nyambe at the back there, Blackburn Rovers defender, keeping it tight. It will be a penalty, and it'll be some other dude who will cause it. Nothing to do with Ryan Nyambe. He would have been man of the match. San Sebastian and me, same wavelength. What a surprise there! What a surprise! 1-0 victory for Morocco to open up the campaign and get themselves off the mark. The other game in Group D is Ivory Coast against South Africa. Difficult one, this one. Very difficult one. I had trouble predicting this bad boy. So, yeah, again, let's take a look at the record. Ivory Coast have never beaten South Africa. They played each other 6 times in all competitions and all grounds, friendlies, all that kind of stuff. South Africa picking up 2 victories. There have been 4 draws between them. And again, Ivory Coast never beaten South Africa. Is this the time they put a big fat 1 in that column down there? So, let's go take a look at the odds. Well, these are very, very tight odds. They have Ivory Coast pretty much even favourite. Maybe slightly just, you'd have to spend a bit more money to make money on this one. The draw is 5-2. South Africa, long shots, nearly 3-1, I'd say, on that one. What we got in the old chat? We got a South Africa victory for Eternal Love of the Real Fans. Purple Hazers going with a 0-0 draw. So in this one. Yeah. This one, I think I went a little bit funny on this one too. I went with a 1-1 draw. That's right. I just couldn't separate it. I think Ivory Coast have. They're not the Ivory Coast of 10 years ago. I think they're okay. They're decent. They could go on and win it. But I don't think South Africa can go on and win it again. They're a lot worse than they were when they hosted the World Cup back in 2010. So a long time ago. So. Yeah, South Africa, I don't think they could squeeze through this group, could see 3 guys go through, but it is very tough to call, and I think Morocco should walk this group in the end and be top of the pops. I think these 2 will duke it out for 2nd and 3rd, and we'll have to wait and see. If there's any other predictions in there, might as well get them in now. If not, I'll take a little look later, back on it later, and then we'll add them to the review, and we'll take a look back at these games. Just want to let you know what's going on over on the platform as a whole from now into the new season domestically. Over on YouTube, we'll be live to predict the Premier League games and the Championship games. I did the Premier League last season, but I recorded them, but we're going to be live. And hopefully by then I would have masterclassed the live stream, because this is still new. Again, we'll still pre-record the Bundesliga, La Liga and Serie A. Patreon, if you're interested in becoming a Patreon, there is going to be these options for you. 6 additional leagues. It'll keep me busy, but you got to make it worth my while. You're going to make me work, because just to record one video does take a bit of time. So if you're interested, then that would make me strive to push the bad boy further. I think I had two Patreons originally, Purple Hazer. It might have gone back down to 1. It might go back up to 2. The guys comes and goes, his pay, it depends on what's going on with him. You never know. And then right here on the Twitch sphere, throughout the summer into July, we'll be predicting the Gold Cup, the Copa America, and what we've done right here is the Copa America, boys and girls. So that is the Copa America, the Africa Cup of Nations. So we've been predicting them since the get-go, and we're going to continue on. I think the live streams will keep going, and especially throughout the group stages. Eventually, there will be a couple of little days off. So yeah, so let's kick it on further. And if you want to know some links and things like that, here are those links to those platforms. And again, support the channel if you can. So yeah, just because it's been mentioned out there on the Twitcher sphere, I will jump in and I'll answer it. Well, so it depends. So for the Patreon thing to get those leagues, it's not just those leagues. I'm just saying that's a new perk that I'm adding to the Patreon for the new season. There are currently existing perks for some other bits and pieces, but these are new things that I'm looking to add from August onwards. And again, the tiers stretch from $1 a month to $5 a month or $10 a month, depending on what you want. Obviously, if you pay in the top range, you would get access to everything. Whereas if you've done the $1, you get I think the 2 English leagues. I think they're going to be the more popular of the two. But anyway, those details, links for them bad boy in there. And yeah, a credit to Nathan, aka Purple Hazer, been here since the get-go. Check his channel out. If you want to know where his chat, because I don't know what it is off the top of my head, he's usually comments in the old chat. And in the videos, click on his little logo and you hop over to the channel. Check it out. Give him some love. And yeah, because he's been here since the get-go. Much respect to the guy. Without him, this would have been a little bit of a struggle. But anyway, that, my friends, is where I'm going to leave you. We'll be back again tomorrow with some more predictions, and I think we're switching back gears to Copa America, where we'll revisit. I think it's Matchday 3 in Groups A. For Group A in the Copa America. So this is Brazil's last game and all that kind of good stuff. We're going to kind of tie that league up. And also, if you predicted for the games in Matchday 2 for that division or that group, we'll take a look at your predictions, see how many you got right, see how many you got wrong, and all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, so that will be then. And we'll also be continuing our Africa Cup of Nations with Groups E and F. We'll wrap up the first match days for that bad boy. So hopefully you did enjoy this little session. It's been a live little session. Lots of comments, lots of love, and I do appreciate all that. And again, we go again tomorrow. So thank you again for joining me. And if you're new to the channel, smash the follow for the old Twitch. Smash the old subscribe for the old YouTube. Push this baby up. Until I see you all again. Love you all. Ciao for now. If you're looking for some more great African Cup of Nations coverage, why don't you join me for one of my live sessions over on Twitch. Details for that sucker in the description down below.